man. I do what I do.
You understand? The northern colonies, the southern colonies, if that's what you want to call them, we were here. Many were enslaved, but tens of thousands were free. And at the point where the country became the United States of America, the northern states like Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York, they had free black communities that thrived, had open churches, they had running businesses and fighting in the Revolutionary War. Yes, black people fought for this country's independence, even when they weren't guaranteed a piece of it. Now let's fast forward to 1865. At the end of the Civil War, the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued in 1863 by the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery. There were 4.4 million black people in the United States. Of those 4.4 million black people, 500,000 were free people before the war ended. That's 11% of the entire population. They were free and they had always been free. Some had bought their freedom. Some were here before. It just came from families that were free. Let that sink in. Not all black people were enslaved. Even at the height of the institution of slavery, we have free black landowners, legislators, educators, inventors, clergies, and entrepreneurs. So this narrative, family, that all black Americans descended exclusively from slaves is both incomplete and dishonest. Now, I will say this. Virtually all of us who are here today in 2025 have enslaved ancestors. That's a fact. Okay? But we also have ancestors that were free and never were slaves. And if you go back far enough, you can find them. Some who were free long before the Civil War, long before the Revolution, even before Jamestown. Difficult to find records, but if you look, you might find them. You might need to speak Spanish and Portuguese. Going down there to Florida. But the thing is, when people try to boil our history down to shackles and plantations, remember, we were builders, we were warriors, we were sailors, we were leaders. Before this country was even founded. We didn't just survive. Okay, that's what I need you to understand. We shaped the nation from dirt up. So again, for the hard-headed and willfully ignorant, and I know you're out there, black Americans are not immigrants. We are not guests. We are not here on borrowed time. We are the roots. And if you try to deport us, you'll learn what this country has learned over and over again. And that is that foundational black Americans will fight. We always have and we always will. See, Africans and Caribbeans come to the United States and they try to lump us in with every other immigrant group. Y'all need to check yourself. We are not you. We've been here. We've been bleeding and building and fighting for our survival long before your passport got stamped. And when you vote for people who you think will deport all immigrants, thinking that includes us, you reveal just how deeply you've swallowed these white supremacist lies, because see, you forget, again, we're not immigrants, we're the foundation. And you can't deport people who are already rooted in the soil. I mean, you could try it if you want to, but you need to understand, we will not be deported. And if you try, you might just die. Because we fought in every war in this country. We fought every system that tried to erase us, and we still here. See, then there are those who use who were those of us and our ancestors who were brought here in chains, shackled and whipped, bought and sold, and forced to build this country from the foundation up. Our ancestors were the bricks and the mortar, the sweat, the screams, the blood beneath America's economy, railroad, agriculture, and military dominance. We are not immigrants. We are the core stock of this nation. See? Now, why does that matter? Why does all that matter? You can't deport us. We will resist. Somebody type, we will resist in the chat room. This land was built with our rebellion. You understand me? From the Seminoles down in Florida to Nat Turner's uprising, we have never bowed. See, hard work alone isn't protection. We know the pattern. Black excellence is met with backlash from Tulsa to Trump's current raids. Black Americans are the original Americans. We predate the Constitution, the Mayflower, the Columbus. Everybody else is saying, I'm an Irish American. I'm a Italian American. I'm a Polish American. We Black American. We right here. See, the rest of the diaspora, you arrived later. You came here by choice. We didn't leave. We stayed. We built. We bled. We're never going to leave. See, remember this. You didn't come to America. You came to us. Because, see, without us being here, there wouldn't be America for you to come to. This would be a white ethno state. Shout out to David Johnson. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this deportation fantasy related to foundational Black Americans. See, some immigrants, especially those from Latin America, they voted for Trump under the mistaken belief that Black Americans are just another immigrant group. And they thought they would round us up and ship us out like some undocumented workers. And they were wrong. Where you going to send us to? You going to send us to Ghana? You going to send us to Nigeria? You going to send us to Haiti? You going to send us to Liberia? We don't belong there. We've been here longer than your last 5 generations combined. Our culture is here. Our bones are buried in this land. We didn't cross the border crossed us. And if you think any president, or political party, or regime is going to exile foundational Black Americans from the land we cultivated and protected and died for, then you are delusional. Black Americans and white Americans have lived alongside each other for centuries. I want you to listen to this very carefully. Listen to me. We have been here together for centuries. White folk, Black folk. Where all the white folk at? Where all the Black Americans at? We've never had peace per se. We've had an understanding. A blood-soaked battlefield forged type of understanding. They know that we will fight. Not whine, not beg, not plead, fight. That's what makes foundational Black Americans different from every other group in this country, including the Africans and the Caribbean immigrants. You came here to blend in. We're born here to resist. You came here seeking approval. We've spent generations fighting to survive in a country that has tried to erase us and fail. You wonder why Black Americans seem so violent. It's because America is violent. And the only people who've truly learned how to survive its violence are us. You don't get freedom in this country by being polite. You get it by bleeding for it. In this country, you got to shed blood for advancement. You got to shed blood for freedom. That is our inheritance. That is in our genetic code. That is why any fantasy about deporting us will end in chaos and war and civil war and riots and every other thing you can think of. See, some of these Latino folks are drunk off propaganda and they misinformed and they're arrogant. You got Haitian people saying, oh, they're going to come for the foundational Black Americans. No, they're not. They might try it. But we are Americans. We embody the American spirit. We will fight for our rights. You cast that vote under the illusion that foundational Black Americans were just some other group to be erased. You can't deport you can't deport the soil. So your problem is you thought white supremacy was your ally. It turns out you were the next in line. But we've been here and we've been through it. We did it before the Constitution was written, before the white immigrants set foot on Ellis Island, before half the white people walking around today had a last name that meant something on American soil. And while we've never had true peace between us, what we have is an understanding.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D.
People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You would tune in to Uncle D. D's black man talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Lizard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shootin', give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.